Hey, good morning, fellas. It's the 17th. A little windy. It's going to be over 100 degrees here today. I think a high maybe 102. Just did today's our water in the plants day and do a little bit of shopping. I'm going to tell you about what you do when you find out you have a rat or a scammer that somehow made it into your little group of friends. So I'm going to take you out back, show you what we got going on out there. Nothing too crazy happening today, but yesterday I was watching the bare knuckle fighting championship, I think it's what it's called. And what happens is I had two or three guys. No, I had three guys come over to the house. I can't believe I just said that. Had three guys come over to the house, and we piled into my car, and we went over to one of our associates' house, and we're watching the fights. And earlier Friday, had a guy come up and say that he wanted to borrow $5,000 to buy some sort of arc welder so he could get his own personal business up off the ground. And would I be willing to do that for him, and he can pay me back over time, as well as with a little bit more on the top. I'll show you the backyard. So as we're sitting there talking about it, off in the corner, and there's probably 12 of us guys watching the fights. Watching the fights, I hear this guy's name mentioned. And then I hear this guy's name mentioned again, followed by a swear word. And I'm like, Go over there to ask him, say, hey guys, what's going on? And they say that David, two of those guys, said that David had asked them the same thing. And that, so that I would have been his $15,000 to be like, anyways, he had no intention of paying that money back. And they asked me what I thought, let me go inside, what I thought we should do. And I was like, that's not how we do things here. And the best thing you can do do to a person like that is cut them off. And so, I don't know how else to explain that other than you just let people know what kind of person that is. Oh, by the way, I've been putting castor oil on my face and trying an experiment to figure out if it works or not. And it's for me, it's working. And anyways, back to the subject at hand. So this guy's just basically a rat and a schemer. In El Paso, although it's a pretty big city, it's not really that big. And once you get a bad reputation, it takes an enormous amount of heavy lifting to get that removed, if you can ever get that done. So that's the moral of this story. You have to be very careful with lending money. That's why I don't do it anymore. I have been burned. The last time was just, the last guy used his kids in the whole 9 yards, and all he wanted was $1,000 in cash because he had to get his car fixed so he could get back and forth to the job site. No, get it back and forth to where they kept the cars, where they do line work. I mean power line work. And he actually used all that money on his birthday. Yeah. And no, he had no intentions of paying it back. So I just leave that as it is. Do I accept those losses? Yeah. Did that seal the deal for me loaning people money? Yeah, it did. Because we all have a sad story to tell. Anyways, I hope you understand the gist of it. I'd say if you're a younger man and you listen to some of the advice, hopefully, if you're going into the trades, you'll end up with at least a journeyman, if not a master. Most of the journeymen could be master technicians in their field, but that's usually used if they're going to start a business in that trade. So if you get a good master, whoever, carpenter, plumber, electrician, HVAC guy, truck driver, all the concrete guy, any of those things, you can welder, you can learn a lot. And but man, I just dodged a $5,000 bullet. So it's amazing. Anyways, love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. I'm watching the UFC 305 tonight. There's the I think it's in Perth, Australia or New Zealand or one of those things. Perth, wherever Perth is. And I think the fight start around 4:30. So I'll try to get all my shit done before that. Satisfied my needs, my responsibilities as a husband, which that's usually going shopping. And believe it or not, my wife usually pays, which is why I'm dressed up on a Saturday. Anyways, love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. There are rats and scammers in all different parts of your life, so you just got to be wary. Some people do what is called cultivating a relationship. I might name this that. Nah, never mind. Rats and scammers. What to do with them? I think we're just going to freeze that guy out. Nobody's going to answer his phone calls anymore. A lot of them started just get together with everybody and said, "Yeah, we know that guy. He's kind of." Anyways, he's not going to be able to seek help or assistance from any of us. So it is what it is. No, I don't recommend you going out there and trying to scare anybody or do something like that, because they're called unintended consequences. That's why I do anything and everything I can to walk away from a fight. Now, you hit a guy, he falls, hits his head on a curb or hits his head on the side of a car or something like that, or the corner of a bumper or something like that, and he's brain damaged. You just ruined a man's life. That could be, what if you kill him and you didn't mean to? It's manslaughter. You have to pay for that. So I walk away. Do I constantly practice how to defend myself? Absolutely. But in the long run, it's not worth it. And the easiest way to get rid of scammers and scumbags and rats is you just freeze them out. Cut them off. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you take care of yourselves. You're the prize. Like a Fort Energy string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.